So, for example, like people die in fires, like your life is at stake.
I'm out of the house. I'm out of the house. I explained that. I'm not in the house.
Oh,
we're outside.
okay.
They burn the house down. They steal everything in my bank account. They take off with my car and leave us in the snow.
Okay, I think that you don't have the right to kill them. Your life is not injured. Like, you're not in direct harm. Yeah. Okay, because I was assuming you're in the house.
Now,
like,
hang on. Do I have the right to call the police to come stop them?
Of course. What the heck?
And if the police show up and kill them, were they justified?
I think that the police will face those repercussions, but I don't think the police was justified either.
Okay, so then all that we've established is that we should let people steal shit.
Pull it up later.
Yeah, I don't
because
think...
anything that we do to stop people from stealing shit could lead to their death if you try to stop them from stealing shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to kill someone over things.
Okay, last question. Bernie Madoff, he took off with the life savings of tens of thousands of people who were dependent on it. Okay? Police officers should not have gone and arrested him because it could have led to a standoff in which he died. Correct?
Wait, I'm very confused. So you're saying that the police should not arrest him because the police could kill him, or the police? I mean, I think that
it's just stuff. I mean, if the cops come to arrest you, that escalates the situation. It could lead to your death.
It could, but it didn't. I don't know. Like, it's just like it could.
But it could.
Yeah.
But it could.
It could,
So
and
we
the
should never
police
call
and
the
whoever
police either.
and whoever kills him is gonna face repercussions for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had people shoot up schools and they don't like get killed. Like, what the
Yes,
heck?
they do.
No.
Yes, they do all the time.
They don't. No, I said
Unless
like
they surrender, unless they can unconditionally surrender, drop their weapons, and then get and go peaceably. But if they shoot at the police, guess what the police do?
Oh yeah, they shoot at the police. Yes, but I'm saying that, like, I don't know. I just think about like all these like school shooting cases I've seen and heard and also experienced. Like the shooter that comes onto the campus, I don't see them get shot. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
they do all the time.
When?
It happens all the time.
No,
What
the
do you-
school shootings happen, but I don't think about. I've never heard about school shooters getting shot.
well,
What are you talking about? I
here's-
can give you so much of a list of these various shooters who've been shot in the commission of these crimes.
Also, a lot of them just self-delete before that can even happen. If they don't self-delete, there's a very high probability they would have been killed by police. But the thing is that the police show quite a lot of restraint in some of these situations because what they do, these school shooters who are total cowards and disgusting and pathetic, they put down their guns and surrender. And that's kind of, if you're not an immediate threat, your hands are up, you've surrendered your firearm. I mean, there's still a chance they could get shot, but the police are going to take you into custody, and then you're going to face justice in the court system. You had a question, then I got to move it on. So
just going back to the racism thing really fast. If I'm applying for a job, any job, let's call it, I'm going in to be an attorney for a certain law firm, and there's two candidates. I'm one of them, and the other woman is black. The woman doing the hiring is also black. The other candidate applying for the job is less qualified than me, came from a worse grad school, worse LSAT scores, everything is worse. They scored worse on the bar exam, and the black woman hires the black candidate over me. Is that racist?
I don't think it's racist because there are people with more highly better stats than, like, for example, like, I don't know, I think that stats are really irrelevant at the end of the day. It's about your experience and the impact that you leave on the interviewer. So I don't know about the impact that you left on her, and so
one last question on this. What do you think about, do you think it would be racist, for example, if in order for Harvard or another Ivy League school to allow more black minorities into university, they actually reduce the amount of Asian candidates that they accept into Harvard? Do you think that would be a racist policy?
I actually had a debate with my friend about this. I ended up crying, but I don't think it's racist. Yeah, he was on the other side.
It wouldn't be racist towards Asian people?
I know. I don't
So
think
Asian people, if they score really high in the SATs and they otherwise, would have gotten in, but the university is
it's like we're capped, right?
is refusing to let them in, even though, via merit, they're more deserving of it, they're more intelligent, whatever it is, and they're letting in people who have scored worse in certain tests like the SATs. You don't think that this would be evidence of racism towards Asian people?
I think that schools, and similar with companies, everyone wants diversity, and so it's not up to us on what their criteria for diversity is.
Well, if it's publicly, like a lot of these universities receive public funds, so I mean, you would be discriminating on the basis of race in this situation, which is not allowed by the United States government.
So I think in my experience, I also was like a college financial coach as well, but I do think that certain schools will reject students that seem too perfect, and because they want to make sure that their acceptance rate is like very competitive. So if a student has like these amazing stats, they might think that, oh, if we accept this kid, there's no way this kid's gonna accept our acceptance letter anyway, so they might reject them out of that. So that's actually like a research.
Would you be okay if you were applying for a job and you were clearly more qualified, but the job was given to somebody else who was clearly less qualified than you, and the sole reason they were given the job was because they were like a different minority? You'd be fine with that?
I think I definitely would be fine with it, just because like, yeah, that maybe they have a similar life experience, or like that candidate had something more aligned with what that employer was looking for. Like, even though, because I know friends that like get these senior roles and they have no experience, that much experience, but like they have like this one thing that they did at like 20 different things that they've done, and because of that one experience, and now they're able to lead teams where people are like, you know, double their age.
Yeah, I just want to ask one final question. So you're in favor of racism against Asian people?
Am I in favor of racism against Asian people? No, I'm not. What the
I
heck?
have a question.
It seems like you are.
I have a question. Oh,
Go ahead, you were first.
so I'm Asian, but I have a white last name. Where would I fall?
I think that you look Asian.
But if you're looking at my resume, where would I fall?
I think that I don't. If you were,
Wait, what do you tick on the box though?
yeah,
I tick Asian, but if you're just looking at Bailey Slaughter, what would you say?
I will say
You're a
like,
recruiter.
I mean, if you take Asian, then you're Asian.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Rue Blackbird donated $200.
Yo, thank you, Blackbird. Good to see you.
If you see me there, I think one more time. I swear. Also chair one. Supma exclamation mark dot 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 lol.
Sup
Broke
ma.
back.
Oh, he said sup ma.
What's that mean?
Do you want to say something back to Blackbird? Look into this camera. Give him a wink.
compliment.
I am a virgin.
What? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger it twice.
I'm Santa Claus.
Really quick, Bailey, go ahead. Quick questions. I gotta move it on. You have something for? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well,
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
my last question for you is, can you just give us one example of something that you would consider racist? Can I get one example of something that would be racism to you?
I think it's because based on my race, then even though it's like okay, so what happened to me as a teacher, the reason why I no longer teach is because something happened to me and I felt like it was really racist actually. And we're both minorities in this case, but a situation happened where both of our family members had passed away, 2 weeks apart actually. And then she was able to get 1 month off, and I actually got in trouble for even asking for a day off. And so I feel like that experience in itself was racist. And the principal has sent out a newsletter saying like, oh, this teacher's family member had passed, so we need to like give her our condolences, like say like, you know, help her out, whatever. But then in my experience, like they're like, oh, sorry, you don't have enough PTO.
Yeah. Really, just because I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
What was it a
The race part. Yeah, where's the race?
I'm Asian.
No. Hold on. Who died for you?
Uncle.
Uncle. Who died for them?
I have no idea. They wouldn't disclose that.
So maybe it was like their husband or their.
They weren't married. They were, so she was.
Okay, a father, a mom.
They wouldn't disclose it, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, then you can't make any determination here because, like, I'm not trying to be insensitive towards your uncle, but like a cousin 3 times removed, I think is like less of a grievance than like your mom, your father.
Oh, but I was just asking to go to the funeral. So I asked to go to the funeral. Can I get a day off to go to the funeral? I'm not asking for like a week off like a FMPRA. I'm not asking for that, which is what she had asked for.
So there was unfair treatment.
I think it was unfair treatment.
So you didn't get to go to the funeral?
No, I went, and when I came back, the repercussions were I got fired. Yeah.
But, okay, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with
What did they
race?
actually say the termination was for?
The what? Sorry.
What did they actually say you were terminated for?
They said it was for a month prior. A kid has shown a TikTok video to the class, and I didn't stop him. And the TikTok video was Lionel Messi kicking a soccer ball. So they put
Okay.
inappropriate use of social media in the classroom because they couldn't fire me for that. Yeah.
Okay, but
So
what-
what you're doing is just making this up, right?
I'm not making this up because it was my
you were
experience.
fired. So you were fired for a legitimate reason, and then you're saying, no, I just think that they were trying to get revenge against me because I went to a funeral.
Oh.
But like, what actually demonstrates that other than you just feel that?
Because I didn't have any problems with admin or anything like legality wise until I'd asked to go to that funeral. And then when I came back from that funeral, so it was on a Friday, and so I stayed in LA Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I flew back to SF. And then when I flew back, and the first day of school, like they were like, oh, Miss Ivy, we're gonna take you to like the office. And then they said like, you're not allowed to like talk to anyone. We're putting you on administrative leave. So that's what happened. And then when I come back from administrative
wait, hold
leave.
on.
Yeah.
Couple questions here. So, did you ask to get the time off and they told you no and you went anyways?
Yes. I said I was sick. I called in sick.
Okay.
So I used my sick days. Yeah.
What? And so, why do you come to the conclusion that it has anything to do with race?
Oh, so what happened was I thought the treatment was unfair.
Okay. And
Yeah.
sure. I'll go ahead and grant it was unfair.
Oh.
How did you come to the conclusion it has anything to do with race?
Okay, this is my experience, so I don't want to like generalize that this is like, I just think that what happened to me, I felt like it was racist because the principal, the principal was Afro-Latina, and then the co-worker was Afro-Latina. That's it, and I was Asian.
I have a question. What's your stance on affirmative action?
Where's the racism part?
Wait.
I think she's like saying there was favoritism to this other race, and she got
yes.
less favorable treatment. But it's still that wouldn't indicate that there's actually any racism.
I mean, I just think that because of
Like, what if they just liked the other person more, had nothing to do with race?
That could be it, but I talked around to other teachers, and another Asian teacher, a grade below me, she taught 4th grade. She taught math, and she was also Asian. And then she had another teacher that was teaching English, and he was black. And then what I heard from her experience was like, oh yeah, Miss Ivy, like I heard about what happened with your family. I'm so sorry, but I will be honest, like this happened to me where I showed up to school with a 108-degree fever and I wasn't allowed to go home. Meanwhile, my co-teacher got a week
108?
off. Sorry, I don't know what the fever was, but she had a bad fever and she asked to go home and she wasn't allowed to. But meanwhile, the co-teacher was able to take a week off to go to Japan for vacation. So that's why.
Just because, wait,
None
just
of this demonstrates a racial element.
Okay, sorry. He was
wait,
able. Yeah.
let me ask you a question. Bad thing happens to black person. Did that bad thing happen because the person was black?
No,
Okay.
because I don't know what that bad thing is.
Like, just because something bad happens to you and you happen to be, whether you're white, black, Asian, Latino, doesn't matter. You can't immediately jump to it happened because I'm of my race. It happened because of racism.
I
Like,
would
you would
say
need
that.
some
Yeah,
sort of
I will agree.
evidence
Yeah,
for
I
the
will
claim.
agree.
What was the
Like,
what